Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This time last year I made a video about the essentials that you'll need for sixth form, and now that I've finished year 13 there were definitely a few things that I wish I had that would have improved my sixth form experience. These items would have improved my daily productivity to my workflow efficiency with the goal of having more time to myself. Some of these things I mentioned might seem very minor and just very basic, but trust me, if I had these things it definitely would have helped. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lordina. I make videos on how to achieve a balanced lifestyle whilst being a student. So stick around for videos based on studying, productivity and organisation. Subscribe if any of that is of interest to you. The first thing I wish I would have had sooner was a whiteboard. So sometimes I'll just watch videos that would ask me to do like calculations and stuff, and I'll just want to grab something quickly just to write my workings out. And what I tend to do all the time is just grab a scrap piece of paper laying around on my desk, do my calculations, and then I'll end up throwing the piece of paper in the bin, and that is just quite wasteful. And as we're working out the answer, it would just be nice just to use a whiteboard just to like write things down and just show it up to my friends and just rub it off ready for the next question. Little did I know, whiteboards actually really helped me revise and consolidate information. If you have watched my previous videos, I actually did revision with a friend, and in her little study place she has like a really huge whiteboard, and what we did, we would just write down information just from a video and we would write it again and again, and that is just another form of active recall, and through that we was able to consolidate information and it really stuck in my head and it actually helped. I have a whiteboard but it's not big enough to be able to cover a whole topic, but it's decent, does the job. I highly recommend you get a huge whiteboard if you can, and if you've got space in your room, pull it on your walls. I think it would be a really great investment. I really wanted a portable device that I can study from, as I'm the kind of person who likes to study in different environments. My favourite places being the library and a coffee shop. If you're looking to make a long-term investment into your education, having a reliable piece of tech like an iPad or a laptop is so worth it. As always, towards the end of the year, there are really huge sales happening. You've got Black Friday, Christmas sales, Boxing Day, and you've got New Year's. Not only does working digitally just makes your studying and workflow much more quicker, but everything is paperless and multifunctional. In year 12, I know that quite a lot of people started a part-time job, and if you do work one, I highly recommend you do save up to get a digital device. Again, this is a long-term investment, so it's not like you buy it and then you have to keep on buying it again. Like, this will last you all the way up till uni or even after. Each year, technology gets really expensive, and companies such as Apple, they are coming out with devices every 2 seconds. Like, I'm actually losing track on how many iPhones there are. Like, are we on the iPhone 13? I know like the 14 is coming up soon. Crazy. The good thing about technology right now is that you don't always have to buy the latest release. Even technology from 2 or 3 years ago, like in 2020, works absolutely fine. This has been proven by tech YouTubers who do like tech reviews on stuff. So the devices that are made around the year 2020, these are the devices that will be on sale, as this always happens. It's not very likely that the latest release of tech will be on sale, and if it is, they won't take that much off the price. Just a quick disclaimer, don't worry if you don't have an iPad, it's not the end of the world of your studying or education. I mean, when iPads weren't really a thing to study with, there were people who were still getting A stars and passing in their education, so it's not like you need an iPad to survive throughout A-levels. It's just that it's very convenient considering all the things you can do. Like, I don't know if you've seen on YouTube or on social media, people being able to write their notes on an iPad and just take their iPads to like lectures when they're in uni. It just seems very efficient. And if you've already got a reliable piece of tech like a laptop and that does you fine, then there's no need to go out and buy like something else if what you've already got works absolutely great. So the next item on the list is one of those items that when you go stationery shopping is not one of the first or second things you think of getting, as you'll normally think to yourself, oh, the school will have one, I can just borrow the one at school. This item can be very bulky as it's something you just can't fit into your pencil case because of how big it can be. So you would have to take it separately with you in your bag, and that can become a bit of a hassle. You'll need a stapler because the amount of things you have to staple in sixth form, it's a lot. Especially with the handouts that you get every lesson, there will just be loose sheets of paper and it's so easy to lose. I mean, I've lost quite a few and that would be my homework. Then I'll have to ask for another. It's just a long day. Especially if you work on loose paper, if that's the way you take notes. I did this for quite a while. Stapling is essential so I could have all my notes from that one lesson all together and not scattered all over the place. When it gets closer to mock exam season, you will be printing out past papers like there's no tomorrow, and you just can't be asking for a stapler every 2 seconds because of the amount of papers you'll be stapling together. So I just highly recommend you just get your own. I highly recommend you get a mini stapler as it's much more smaller than a normal one, and you could maybe get away with putting it in your pencil case depending on how big it is, but it's just very convenient getting a smaller mini one. If you made it so far into this video, do me a quick favor and just hit the thumbs up button as it really helps out with my channel. Very much appreciated. Every day I do not use every single thing in my pencil case, especially when I had a graphics class. Like, what do I need to be using a calculator for in graphics? So I just wanted some sort of pouch or mini pencil case where I can just put the essentials in, just like a pen, a pencil, rubber and ruler. Because I did not have a smaller pencil case, I'll just get a pen or pencil and just throw it in my tote bag, and it will sink right to the bottom of my bag, and it will just be such a hassle just to find it amongst all my other stuff. I guess getting a second pencil case or a smaller pencil case is optional because I did do 2 sciences and that required me to always have a calculator. Then I had graphics class, which required me just to have a pen or a pencil, so having a smaller pencil case would have been convenient in this case. So I guess it just depends on what subjects you're studying and what tools you'll need in your pencil case on that day. This is probably a no-brainer to get something attached to your USB stick, but there's nothing that hurts more than losing your USB stick during A-levels. In some cases, I know some people had to restart their project due to misplacing their USB stick, and that part of their project would be like 70% of their A-levels. My USB stick is password encrypted. I don't know why or how. I don't even know how to get that off, but I'm kind of glad that it was, as if I was to lose my USB stick and someone actually wanted to use it because there's quite a lot of storage left, they couldn't because I need to put a password in. I always kept my USB stick in my pencil case. There was a few times where I would have a mini panic attack because I'm not sure where it's gone because the USB stick is just buried in all these pens and pencils. Other than that, I highly recommend you get something to attach to your USB stick, whether that's attaching it to your keys or your sixth form lanyard or whatever, just so you do not lose it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Don't forget to check the description box for my socials and for extra links to things I mentioned. I highly recommend you go ahead and watch this video on the screen right now, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!